Welcome to my channel. This is my last request for the day, but before I get to that, I've got to say something. The actual request that I had set up to do was JID singing Can't Make You Change. It was requested by Kyle Johnson, and he wrote, he's a rapper from Atlanta, Georgia. He's very lyrical, so pay attention to the lyrics. So I pulled up the lyrics thinking, okay, I want to make sure I understand it before I start listening. And they were filled with the N-word and derogatory words referring to women. And I will not react to a song like that. I don't like the N-word at all. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I was on a DART train. That's the mass transit in Dallas, heading home from jury duty, and there was an elderly black gentleman sitting like 2 rows ahead of me, and we were just minding our own business going along, and we made a stop, and 3 young black boys got on. I assume they were teenagers, like 17, 18, 19 years old. And they were jabbering a mile a minute. And this one boy was narrating a story about something he had done. And every other word was N. And it just made me cringe. I thought about that old man sitting up 2 rows in front of me, and how when he was a kid, when he was the age those young men were, that word was used to denigrate him. And I was just, God, inside my soul, I was just, it was like fingers on nails on a blackboard. I couldn't stand it. I wanted to say something to them so badly, but I thought, no, it's their culture. It's the way they talk. Just leave them alone. But man, I'm telling you. And then a couple stops later, they got off. Thank God. Because I think if we had continued on to where I was going, I would have said something to him, because it just, it just got me. I can't stand that word, and I can't stand it when I hear it in songs. And I understand that it's part of the culture, but it needs to change. It needs to change. They need to find a different word. They just do. And what's even worse is, it's okay for them to use it, but no one else can. How does that make any sense at all? I mean, I understand why you would want me to use the word, okay, but why do you use it? I'm sorry, I just can't react to that kind of music. So, Kenny, I appreciate you making the request, or Kyle, I'm sorry. I appreciate you making the request, but I'm not going to fulfill this one. I'm just not. So I had to go pick another song, and so what I did was I picked Andrea Bocelli singing Con te partirò. It's a beautiful song. It was requested by Letitia. And Letitia wrote a long note, and I'm going to read you the whole thing. Hey, Paul, I'm a big fan from Italy. This song used to be my grandma's favorite. Every time we put it on, she'd stop in her tracks, close her eyes, and listen like it was the first time she'd ever heard of it. She passed away last summer. I remember the days when I'd come visit her at the hospital. She was always sleeping. She couldn't eat on her own anymore, nor did she talk. The first time I walked into that hospital room and saw her tied to the bed because she'd pulled her feeding tube out, I broke down crying. My dad told me that she wasn't the same as before, that she had gotten worse, but nothing could have prepared me for the heartbreak I felt when seeing my Nana like that. Nona like that. There was nothing the doctors could have done. She had just turned 92. She was healthy, but her mind was slowly fading away. I saw her leaving us long before she died. I saw how her blue eyes turned opaque, how she couldn't close her mouth anymore. It was just a matter of time, of waiting for God to take her home. I'd sit next to her bed, holding her cold, frail hand, telling her how much I loved her over and over again. At the time, I didn't know if she could hear me, so one day I brought my phone to the hospital with me and I played her this song. The moment I pressed play, she slowly opened her eyes again for the first time. And just like back then, she listened to it like it was the first time it had been played for her. It was at that moment that I knew she could hear me. She knew I was there for her, and she knew that I loved her more than anything in the world. It pains me greatly to know that she had to leave us one summer morning, all alone in that hospital room. I wish I could have been there, held her hand. But at least I know that she got to listen to her favorite song one last time, before saying goodbye. I hope you enjoy it as much as she did. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. That just really touched my heart. Oh, God. I just want to go straight to the song. When I'm done with the song, I'll thank you.
Sono solo e sogno all'orizzonte manca.
What? Okay, somehow I stopped the song. I don't know how. I'm going to start it over.
Sono solo e sogno all'orizzonte, mancano le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, su le finestre, mostra a tutti il mio cuore che hai acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada. Con te partirò, paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te, adesso sì li vivrò con te, partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, no, non esistono più, con te io li vivrò. Quando sei lontana sogno all'orizzonte e mancano le parole, e io sì lo so che sei con me, tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me, mio sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me, con te partirò. che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te, adesso sì li vivrò con te, partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, no, no, non esistono più, con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, no, no, non esistono più, con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò. Io con
What a magnificent voice. What a magnificent voice. What a glorious voice. Ah. Oh my God. Oh. Leticia, I pictured you holding your grandmother's hand while I sang. And I know that must have been a huge blessing for her. I'm sure it was for you as well. And I'm glad I was able to fulfill your request. I thought about when my grandfather died. He used to bounce me on his knee, and he'd scrape the side of my face with his beard, stubble, and scratch me, and I would go, "How's Grandpa?" I missed him so much when he died, and he died young. I think he was 58. It's never easy losing someone you love, ever. The pain never goes away. The memories never go away. You miss them all the time. It's part of life. We just have to persist until we make it through to the other side. And we can once again be some semblance of normal, although a piece of us is missing. I pray for every single person that has lost loved ones, especially to violence, because that is so unfair. I'm thankful for every one of you that comes to my channel and watches the videos with me and supports me. Please don't forget Sundays at 4 p.m. UTC. I live stream, and you can come and make live requests, and I will fulfill them on the spot. God bless you, Leticia. This is a Vietnam era vet signing off.